There we go, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome into tonight's broadcast of girls basketball here inside Ogilvie High School. You probably didn't hear the intro, but we're here. I'm Ethan Game Day Gilman out here at Ogilvie High School for tonight's Great River Conference and Section 5A matchup between the Braham Bombers visiting the Ogilvie Lions. It took a lot longer than it should have to get here because of the snowstorm that we've got, but I am happy to be out here and broadcasting. So I'm not going to lie, I was kind of having fun driving in the snow. I know a lot of people don't like to drive in the snow, and I know a lot of people are scared to drive in the snow. I'm not. I love driving in the snow. There's something, I don't know, almost nostalgic about it, but either way, I digress. Says we are here tonight ready to get going in this girls basketball matchup between the Bombers and the Lions, both coming in at 1-1. Braham won their first game over Mayor Lutheran, then fell to, I forgot who they fell to, but they are 1-1 on the season. Ogilvie also 1-1 on the season, falling to Pine River Bacchus in their first game, and then winning their second game against Fond du Lac Ojibwe, scoring the first 100 points of the season for our local teams. They won 100 to 20-something, I believe it was, so a pretty lopsided game there for Ogilvie. So Ogilvie's coming in on a one-game win streak, while Braham coming in having lost one on Saturday. Both are playing their final game before getting into the Thanksgiving break. Not much basketball related over Thanksgiving break. A little bit, but not too much. So both these teams going into the break looking for a win. But I tell you what, we got some business to take care of. We got some sponsors to listen to. We've got an interview to listen to as well with the Braham Bomber head coach, Zach Loy. If you're looking for, why don't you have Jonathan Nelson, the Ogilvie Lions head coach? Well, we already did. Their first game, we had that interview. So if you're looking for that, go to our website at wcmpradio.com or kbk.com and find it there. But a word from our fine sponsors, and then after that, we will get to our interview with head coach of the Bombers, Zach Loy. That's a word from our fine sponsors here on WCMP.
The Classic Edge HDX from Center Boiler is the outdoor wood furnace for you.
This furnace can heat anything, your house, shop, greenhouse, even a pool, all with one Classic Edge HDX.
The Firestar combustion control takes all the worry and guesswork out of wood heating.
It automatically controls combustion for highest efficiency with any kind of firewood, and you can remotely monitor the furnace from anywhere.
Northland Boiler Sales, your local central boiler sales dealer. Visit northlandboilersales.com.
How do you want to be celebrated? A church service, a celebration of life in a chapel, maybe even cremation with an outdoor gathering. Many of these things can be taken care of ahead of time and can be affordable. Methvin Funeral and Cremation has the resources and expertise to help you plan ahead. Learn how you can make the decisions now that will make things easier for your family in the future. Methvin Funeral and Cremation in Mora, Hinckley, Isle, and Sandstone. Or find them online at methvinfuneralhome.com.
Dale's Heating and Appliance, your local heating and appliance expert, is committed to making your family's comfort their top priority. And now you can add water softeners to their list of expertise. Dale's now offers water softener sales or rentals along with installation, service, and salt delivery. So if your home needs quality water, make the call to your already trusted experts at Dale's. Or just visit dalesheatingandappliance.com. dalesheatingandappliance.com.
Ethan Game Day Gilman and Adam Hefty here, and we're now joined by the Braham girls basketball head coach, Zach Loy. Coach Loy, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks so much for having me. Good to talk with you guys.
You are now coming into your 6th year as the head coach of the Braham basketball program. I want to know, what has it been like for these 6 years to continue the tradition of this program, and just talk about some of the players that you've had that have just continued to help this program grow.
I think it's actually I think this is going to be my 7th year. I think I've put in 6 years already. Either way, it's crazy to think that it's been that long. It seems like it was just yesterday I was coming in. I've noticed a lot of growth within the program over the last 6 years. And I think one of the huge pieces to that is the fact that we've kept not only me for these full 6 years, but our entire coaching staff has remained unchanged. Coach Chris Grote still does our JV. Coach Becky Swanson still does our C team. The three of us work really, really well together. And I think keeping that consistency through the program with all of our coaches on the same page, we know exactly what we want to build kids up with as they come through our program. And based on the success we've had in the last couple of years, I think we're I think it's a successful formula that we want to keep going.
Looking at the kind of the build up to the season, the lead up to the season, what are some of the things you do to prepare? And then kind of a part two to that question, we know volleyball can run up kind of right up to those first couple of practices. Does that take effect at all?
Yeah, so our first couple weeks of practice, I think it's probably pretty similar to any team throughout the state. We're going to do a lot of conditioning. We're going to do a lot of fundamentals. We're going to spend some time getting our offense in, our different defenses in, out-of-bounds plays, all of that stuff that you have to have ready for a first game. However, again, with the group that we have this year and with all of the experience that we're bringing back, we're a lot further along within the first 2 weeks of practice than we've been in years past. And we can get into a lot more competitive situations and throwing in different wrinkles and different things just because of where our kids are at right now.
And speaking of bringing that veteran experience back this year, we know that a good chunk of the team is brought back from last year, but you did graduate a few seniors. So outside of those veteran returners, what is the roster buildup like?
So our roster this year, we have 5 seniors, 5 juniors, 2 sophomores, and 7 freshmen currently out for basketball. We've got a very strong senior group. All 5 should either start or give us very considerable minutes throughout games. Our 5 juniors are all very good as well. So, a lot of them should play significant minutes for us. We're going to be really, really deep is kind of what I'm saying. I think we have 10 juniors and seniors capable of playing on the varsity floor. And I've seen really, really good things from a lot of our freshmen and sophomores, too, where they're going to push some of the older kids for time, and it's going to create a great competitive structure within our practices every single day where every kid has to kind of fight for their spot and earn their spot. And as a result, everyone's going to get better.
You talked about some returning players. With that veteran leadership, what are you expecting from those veterans in their new leadership roles?
One of the things that I really expect is we have a lot of very challenging games this year, very big games this year. Whereas in years past, we've walked into some of those really tough games, maybe a little bit overwhelmed, maybe a little bit nervous, unsure of ourselves. I think these girls are veteran enough and have played in enough big games and believe in their abilities enough, where I think the shift that we're looking to see this year is to walk into these big games and say, we're just as good as this other team that we're playing. They're a good team, but we're a good team too. And we're not going to be intimidated, and we're going to go out and play our best basketball in the biggest games.
Yeah, and then speaking of that leadership role, do you have team captains this season?
We actually just voted on team captains yesterday, so results are not finalized yet.
Kind of just going back to the practices here. We know the veteran starters coming back, but up to this point in practice, have there been any players who have kind of stood out or just stepped up and grown in the basketball world? Yeah, we have across the board. A lot of our girls put in a lot of time over the off season, and I see improvements from a ton of kids. Just about everybody appears to be back better than they were last year. I guess one special kind of shout out that I'm going to give, Morgan Risedam looks different this year. And she's already been a phenomenal player. She was all-state honorable mention last year as a sophomore. This year as a junior, the control and command that she just kind of walks around with. You can see the confidence in her grow from last year, going from being a phenomenal athlete to straight up a phenomenal basketball player. I'm really excited to see what she can do this year. And a lot of the girls on the team are multi-sport athletes as well. Do you think that has any effect on them kind of being able to grow in just the athletic world?
Absolutely. Yeah, again, of the, I believe, 15 girls on our varsity roster, 13 of the 15 are 3-sport athletes, with the other 2 doing 2 sports. It gets them to, they're competing year-round. Again, they're in big situations all of the time. You know, our varsity softball team made the state tournament last year, won their first-round game, placed 4th at state. The more that they can compete in big games and big situations, the more it's going to benefit them across the board in any sport that they play.
Well, you've been pretty close. You've gotten to the section final even last year, forcing overtime. What are you trying to do to kind of get over that hump to try to get past the section championship? Are you looking at something specific, or are you hoping that it comes organically?
I think it's kind of an organically type of thing. One thing that I want to dispel within the girls right from the get-go this year is, yes, we've made the section finals 2 years in a row. Walker has kind of been our kryptonite the last 2 years. And Walker has graduated everybody, but that doesn't mean that we just become the heir apparent, right? You don't just get 1 year older and naturally say, well, now it's our turn. You have to earn it every single day. Every other team is going to work incredibly hard. And I think as long as we take things day by day, continue to get better, and push ourselves as hard as we can, I'm excited to see what this year brings, and hopefully it allows us to get over that hump.
And while last year did not finish, the way you wanted it to, were you able to take something from that season, and even specifically that game, that you can move over towards this season and use to continue succeeding?
Yeah, absolutely. I think it, again, kind of goes back to what I was speaking to earlier of it was another big game and a big environment that our girls got to play, and that experience is invaluable. We learn from different situations, things that didn't go so well in that game that our kids coming back have learned lessons from, and we won't repeat the same mistakes a second time.
And then you're a coach that really isn't afraid of playing younger players. Is that a purposeful act to try to make sure that the program is in a robust position?
Yeah, I guess so. My philosophy for all of our kids is on the varsity basketball court, we're going to play our best kids. And everybody is important to the team, and everybody will always have a role on the team, and making sure that everybody knows that they are a valued member of the team. But when it comes time, if it's crunch time, the biggest thing within our program, and I think all of our girls have bought into and understand, is that we want to win. We're going to have fun. We're going to have an awesome environment, but we want to win the game. And so in order to do that, we're going to put our best players out on the court to do so.
Looking at game one coming up here tomorrow night, you'll play a team who made the state tournament last year in Mayor Lutheran. What is something you're hoping to see from your team game one?
I'm just excited to see our girls go out and compete against a different colored jersey. And I think our girls are definitely ready to go play against someone other than themselves after these first 2 weeks of practice. We know that it's going to be a huge test. Mayor Lutheran's a very, very good team. So right off the bat, we're going to say, let's test ourselves against the best. Hopefully we can come out on top and get a huge win. Even if we don't, it's game one. There's going to be a lot that we can learn, and we want to just see that is the level of basketball or the level of team that we want to see all year. And if we can learn lessons early as to what we have to do better to beat those types of teams, then that's phenomenal.
When you're looking at the strong non-conference and also, the conference games that you have, are there certain games that hold additional significance to you as a coaching squad?
I don't know that there's any in particular that, like I said, we're going to try and treat every game the same. Whether we're playing a team that's undefeated or winless, we want to go out with the same mentality. With that being said, I'd be silly not to say that, our trip up to Crosby this year, I'm really, really excited about that. Again, Crosby, phenomenal team, runner-up in Double-A. Tori Orline, one of, if not the best player in the state. But those are the types of teams that we want to play and that we want to challenge ourselves with. So I'm really excited to go see if we can compete with them, if we can take them down to kind of be named as the best team in the conference this year.
Coach, that's all that we have for you here today. Is there anything else you'd like to add?
Nope, not a whole lot. I guess just first game tomorrow night against Mayor Lutheran, and then we'll play immediately again on Saturday against Hillcrest Lutheran. So 2 games right away to start our year. We're really, really excited.
All right, Coach. Well, it is greatly appreciated that you joined us.
Awesome. Thank you, guys.
The mushroom melt is back at A&W. How does this sound? Sautéed seasoned mushrooms and onions with melted Swiss cheese on your choice of a juicy burger or grilled chicken. Then add golden French fries and a medium soft drink. It's the mushroom melt and fries combo at A&W. Now, top it off with a classic A&W root beer float featuring vanilla soft serve and made fresh root beer, all in a frosty mug. Or how about the A&W root beer freeze? Signature combos and delicious treats always at your local A&W restaurant in Pine City.
Make your next stop the Freeway Holiday Station store in Pine City. Right now, save on all your favorites like Haggie's Pizza. Save $8 when you buy 2. Coke 20 ounces, 3 for $6. Or Pepsi 20 ounces, 3 for $6. Slim Jim Jerky is 2 for $5. Haagen-Dazs ice cream are 2 for $6. Monster Energy drinks are buy 2, get 1 free. And Splash Ice Melt, which is pet safe, only $14.99. So make it the Freeway Holiday Station store in Pine City. Back here on WCMP 100.9 FM, Cool Country. Ethan Game Day Gilman out here at Ogilvie High School for this Great River Conference and Section 5A matchup between the Bombers of Braham and the Ogilvie Lions. We're getting set for tip-off, but first, just want to kind of quickly go over last year. These two teams made the playoffs, won a couple games, did Ogilvie, then lost, unfortunately, but Braham made the section championship where they fell against Walker Hackensack Akeley for the second year in a row. Last year, I think a lot of people thought that was the year to beat them, but they just could not get past them, and now they're hoping that it's this year. First 2 games went well. They beat Mayor Lutheran, who was one of the top teams in 4A, by a couple points, and then they lost to Hillcrest Lutheran. Ogilvie fell kind of in a landslide to Pine River Bacchus, but then beat Fond du Lac Ojibwe in a landslide 100-11. So Ogilvie coming in having won a game, Braham coming in having lost a game, but I tell you what, both teams are much looking forward to playing this game. Again, it's a conference game, it's a section game. There's a lot on the line for this game as they head into Thanksgiving break. So this is a big game early on for both of these squads. A chance for Braham to try and start the conference season off 1-0. Same thing for Ogilvie. Who's going to do it? Well, we'll have to wait and see, but all I know is when these two teams meet, it is always a fun matchup. Despite their records, despite what kind of season they're having, despite any inexperience or anything like that, no matter what it is, these two teams always find a way to be entertaining when they play each other, and I expect tonight to be no different. For those of you who haven't been able to join us here in the gym, I appreciate you all for tuning in, our loyal listeners, and it's because of our fine sponsors that we get to be out here and bring you this game for free. So a huge shout out to our fine sponsors. That's going to do it for the Here's the Pitch pregame show on Cool Country WCMP. Here's the Pitch in North Branch has indoor training with fast pitch, slow pitch, baseball batting cages. You can bring your own pitcher or use their pitching machines to perfect next season's swings. That's Here's the Pitch in the Tanger Outlet Mall, North Branch. We're going to take one more commercial break and then be back for tip-off here on Cool Country WCMP.
Here's the Pitch.
Here's the Pitch in North Branch, the area's premier indoor batting cages and training facility. Coaches, when you need space that's air-conditioned or heating with enough room to get in some team training, book Here's the Pitch. Fixing swings, catchers using the state-of-the-art machines, breaking in bats, whatever the team needs to dominate next season. Let Here's the Pitch elevate their game. Here's the Pitch in the North Branch Outlet Mall. ECE Fiber is built by your community for your community. Work, play, and stay connected to what matters most. We offer affordable home and business packages with no hidden fees and 24/7 support. ECE Fiber, easy to use, simple to set up. That's a cooperative difference. Visit orderecefiber.com. That's orderecefiber.com today.
A&W Restaurant Pine City is still making fresh root beer. That signature item since 1919. It's still made fresh and on site with real cane sugar and a blend of secret ingredients. It doesn't get any better than this. Their world-renowned A&W root beer is a classic treat, and they can top it off with creamy vanilla soft serve to be known as the famous A&W root beer float. Now that's smooth, tasty, and refreshing. An American iconic A&W root beer float. It never tasted so good. A&W Restaurant Pine City. Come grab your root beer float today.
Are you tired of spending your weekends on yard work? Central Outdoor Services in Pine City is your complete solution for all things outdoors. From perfectly manicured lawns to stunning landscaping and patio installations, we've got you covered. Need a boulder wall, some light dirt work, a fire pit, or even reliable snow removal in the winter? We do that too. Central Outdoor Services is here to give you back your free time so you can enjoy your yard instead of working on it. Visit centraloutdoormn.com to learn more or give us a call today.
Finding that missing shin guard. remembering whether it's a home or away game, getting the right kid to the right playing field on the right day. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple so you can worry about more important things, like not being that fan.
Oh, come on, ref!
That's simple human sense.
Your local auto owner's agent is Pine Insurance Agency. Visit them at pineagency.us today. pineagency.us.
Hey there, Brad from Lee's Pro Shop here. Are you ready to show off that school pride? Lee's Pro Shop is your official letter jacket supplier, and we're here to help you celebrate every touchdown, goal, and win. We got everything you need to create a perfect letter jacket that tells your story. And for a limited time, when you come in and mention this radio ad, you get $10 off your letter jacket. That's right, $10 off. So come in, let's start to tell your story. Lee's Pro Shop, where the passion for sports begins.
Back here on WCMP Cool Country 100.9 FM. Ethan Game Day Gilman out here at Ogilvie High School for this Great River Conference in Section 5A match between the Braham Bombers visiting the Ogilvie Lions. As we get ready for tip-off here, our starting lineups for the Braham Bombers will be number 2, Avery Schockman. And it will be number 4, Emily Davis. Then number 5, Mackenzie Gawley. Then number 14, Morgan Rysdam, and number 44, Jenna Beck. On the other side for the Ogilvie Lions, it will be number 3, Josie Bitts. Then number 10, Ruby Byer. Number 15, Mia Schultz. Number 21, Cadence Pierce. And number 30, Chelsea Byer. Now, Chelsea Byer, only a freshman for the Ogilvie Lions, but I was really impressed with her in Game 1 that we were able to call against Pine River Bacchus. Again, you could tell there was some inexperience for those young ladies, but I really was impressed with how well she did and how fearless she was. You really have to be fearless when you're playing at the varsity level, and I thought she did a really good job of that. There's some things that everyone needs to work on, but I was really impressed with how she played, especially these young ladies, the freshmen on the Ogilvie squad. A lot of inexperience for them, but they are playing through it and learning every game. For Braham, well, it's a squad that is well known around not just this conference, but the section and the state. Everyone knows what Braham wants to accomplish and what they expect to accomplish, but I'm going to contradict myself. I don't think they're expecting anything. I think they're going into each and every game saying to themselves, hey, we got to prove it. We got to prove that we're the best team, and we have to continue to do that day in and day out. They know what they want to do. They know where they want to get to, but they have to prove it. And you're playing against Ogilvie, who wants to beat you, who wants to have that blemish on your record. So you have to be the ones to bring it to them. Ogilvie is at home tonight. We know what Ogilvie can do at home. We know the upsets that Ogilvie has pulled off at home. So now you got to come out here tonight and prove it to Ogilvie. But Ogilvie's going to come out and try and protect their courts, and they're feeling good after a 100-11 win from this past Friday. Meanwhile, tip-off is won here by Morgan Rysdam of the Braham Bombers. She'll chuck it over to the far side now for Emily Davis. Davis gives it back now to Schockman. Schockman will wait, that's Gawley. Gawley will try and get around the defender. Wants to go back to Rysdam. Rysdam getting around Byer, then running into another defender on the far side for Emily Davis. Davis will look to Beck. Beck at the top of the key on the far side. Now to Davis again. Davis going to look. She'll look to this near side. Schockman open for 3. No one there, and she misses long. And the rebound there by Cadence Pierce. Pierce with the first rebound for Ogilvie. They'll chuck it down the other way. Ruby Byer on this near side, trying to drive in the lane. She lost the ball for a moment. Gives outside to Schultz for 3. It rattles out, and Jenna Beck is there for the rebound for Braham. A pretty easy rebound for Beck. Beck is just a phenomenal rebounder. This pass inside, trying to go to Gawley, is going to be tipped out of bounds by about 3 different Ogilvie Lions. So we'll stay with Braham. And Rysdam will look to inbound. 17-12 to go on that Embrace Orthodontic scoreboard here in the first half. Beck has it, looks, gives outside to Davis. Davis now on this near side to Rysdam. Trying to drive inside, but she's guarded well. Now get back outside to Davis. Davis will round to the top of the key. She'll pull up from just inside the three-point line. It is no good, and we're going to get our first foul. Yeah, they waited a while, but yeah, a little too much contact there from Chelsea Byer, and that is who they'll get for the first foul of the game. Her first, team's first, and it will be an inbound now for Braham. Rysdam will look to inbound, waiting patiently on the far side to Davis. Davis pulls up, gives to Rysdam at the top of the key. She gets around one defender, now trying to drive the lane. She drives inside. Well, Chelsea Byer there with the block. Byer with the rejection, and now it's stolen right back by Morgan Rysdam. And now we're going to get a whistle here on Ogilvie again. Rysdam trying to drive on that far side. Thought she got a lane around the defender, but not so. But this time they are going to get, I think they say Ruby Byer with the foul. It'll be her first, team second now, and inbound here from Rysdam to Beck on this near side, Davis. Davis wanted a quick pull-up Jay, but it's not there, and she'll take it back outside. Now give to Schockman. Schockman on the elbow near side. She'll get around one defender. Now trying to drive in the lane. Chelsea Byer there, but just out of place and rebounded there by Golly. Golly lost it, and getting the steal is Bitts. Josie Bitts under some pressure. She finally finds Byer to get it off to, and now they're in their offensive zone. Oh, she stopped a little bit early, gives to Bitts on this near side. Bitts trying to get around one defender. She stops, gives to Byer. Byer will look to Schultz, but it is absolutely a theft there by Emily Davis, and the fast break no good. Emily Davis cannot get it, and it is knocked out of bounds by Braham, and the ball will go back to Ogilvie. Byer will look to inbound, looks to Pierce on the far side. Pierce and Rysdam, that's a matchup we'll be talking about all night. She'll give it up now to Byer. Byer into the offensive zone, just to the near side, but she lost it. It's stolen away by Schockman. Schockman will give to Rysdam. Rysdam up the court now. She stands top of the key, gives on this near side to Davis. Davis looks for a screen. Will get to the top of the key and pause. Now give to Beck. Beck to the far side, Rysdam. Rysdam gets around one, and this is what you don't want. Great pass, but it is blocked by Bitts. What a great block by Josie Bitts. That, for all intents and purposes, should have been a easy two for Avery Schockman, but Bitts got her hand there for the block. And Schockman will look to inbound to the far side. Beck up over everybody, and there's the first points of the game. Go the way of the Bombers. Byer gets the inbound, and we're going to get a foul here on Braham. Byer tried to get it away, but a little too much contact there from Davis. First foul on her and the team. A little bit of full court pressure put on here by Braham. They'll get it into Pierce. Pierce gets a screen. She's got a lane up on this near side. Loses it, and now we'll give it up to Byer. Byer in the offensive zone. Now to Pierce again. Oh, yeah, they're going to get Rysdam. Little too physical that time by Morgan Rysdam, and she'll pick up the first foul for herself and the team's second. So while Ogilvie picked up two quick fouls, now Braham does as well in a span of about 45 seconds. Byer will inbound on the near side. She wanted Bitts. She'll go to Bitts on that near side corner. We'll give inside to Chelsea Byer. Byer had it knocked loose, and it will be stolen away by Emily Davis. Emily Davis will work it up the court now into the offensive zone. Give on the far side here to Schockman. Schockman pauses, and maybe the wrong spot to pause. Now gives it here to Golly. Golly to Davis. Davis on the far side. Beck. Beck looking. She's trying to, she's just going to pull it up from two. Beautiful shot, and she drains it to make it 4-0. That's just a smart play there by Jenna Beck, just taking what the defense gave her. Chelsea Byer will get the inbound back to Ruby. Ruby now will try and take it up the court. Ruby Byer into the offensive zone now for Ogilvie. Trying to take it to the basket off of her knee, but who is it going to be off of officially? And it will be off of Ruby Byer, so it will go back to Braham. Turnovers the story early on here for Ogilvie, and we'll get a substitution for the Braham Bombers. Checking into the game is number 24. That is Bridget Golly. So Bridget Golly will check in. And now, here's Morgan Rysdam in through some traffic. Shot is up, no good. A late whistle there for a foul, and Rysdam will go to line to shoot two. This will be the third team foul here on Ogilvie, and looks like the second on Chelsea Byer. So Morgan Rysdam at the line now to shoot two. Rysdam, first one is up and good. And checking in for Beck now will be number 31. That's Lauren Lenez, and then in for Ogilvie is number 5, Rebecca Stromberg. This one is good. So both good from Rysdam. That makes it 6-0 for the Bombers. Pierce is going to be triple team, but that leaves Bitts wide open. You don't want to leave her wide open. 2-on-1. Oh, she had a pass and just didn't give it to Stromberg. The pass to Byer is well off the mark, but Byer is got it. And a shot is up, no good. Jump ball, I believe. Yes. Good job there by Ruby Byer just to tie that one up. And she benefits off of it because the jump ball will go the way of the Lions. Byer will look to inbound, nobody open. She'll look to go to Pierce at the top of the key. Inbound was tipped by Morgan Rysdam, and that hurts the Bombers because Pierce says, all right, go aggressive. You give me one on nobody? Well, I'm just going to make you pay, and she does. Now, meanwhile, at the top of the key, here's Golly, Mackenzie Golly, and that is swatted on the shot by Lennes by Cadence Pierce. Pierce with an absolute rejection there. Didn't even give her a chance to argue her case. She said, no, absolutely not. Now Rysdam with a quick inbound. The shot from three, no good, but the rebound here is to Bridget Golly. Now to Mackenzie inside here to Lauren Lennes. Now down to Golly. That's Bridget. Bridget outside to Schockman. Schockman will try and drive inside. Kept hold of the ball. Shot is up, no good. Rebounded there by Mackenzie Golly. Then her shot is no good. Rebounded by Cadence Pierce. Pierce and Rysdam will go at it. Pierce guarded by Rysdam. She gives it off now to Stromberg. Stromberg loses it, and it's going to be stolen away here by Bridget Golly. And now a fight for the ball. It's going to be, stolen back by Ruby Byer, and Ruby Byer will hold on to it for the steal. And a timeout called here by Ogilvie. So Ruby Byer will get the steal. And a timeout called here by Ogilvie. First timeout called here by either team. While they take one, we'll take 30 seconds as well.
Stop relying on unstable energy prices and switch to self-sufficiency with the Classic Edge HDX outdoor wood furnace from Central Boiler. Heat your home, outbuildings, and provide endless hot water, all while utilizing your backyard source for renewable energy. The Classic Edge uses up to 60% less wood, which means less waste and less work. Be more comfortable for less money with the Classic Edge HDX.
Northland Boiler Sales. Visit northlandboilersales.com.
Back here on WCMP Cool Country 100.9 FM. And, of course, the live link on our website at WCMPradio.com. So Lions used their first after Ruby Byer got the steal away from Braham. The ball was up for grabs for a second, and she took it and held on to it, and then head coach Nelson smartly called the timeout. So Byer will get set to inbound here out of the timeout. On this near sideline, they will look like they will start in their own back court. A little confusion as to who's to be out there for Braham, but making her way out there is Avery Schockman. So right near her bench, Byer will inbound to Pierce. Pierce and Rysdam, that's cinema right there. That is absolute cinema. She has to pick up her dribble, give it the near side to Bitts. Bitts instead will drive baseline. She's in trouble now. She looks, gives back to Pierce. Pierce looking to drive baseline, and baseline is where she's going to step out, and the ball will go back to Braham. In for Schockman is Davis. That's Emily Davis. So a turnover here by Ogilvie. Pierce asking her coach, hey, wasn't that a push? And, well, it may have been close. Now, meanwhile, taking it to the basket. Bridget Golly shot is up. No good, and Pierce is there for the rebound. Pierce, she'll wait. She'll let the offense get set. She gives off to Ruby Byer. Byer will take it into the offensive zone. Give back to Pierce now. Pierce on that far side gives to Stromberg. Stromberg trying to drive. Look to give back outside. She does to Schultz. Schultz for three just off the mark. And a good rebound there by Golly. That's Mackenzie Golly. Almost a travel, but she does not do enough for the travel. Now Morgan Rysdam tries the no-look pass, nearly dangerous as Lennes nearly didn't hold on to it. Now give to Emily Davis at the top of the key on this near side to Golly. Bridget Golly with it. She looks, she wanted to go to Rysdam, has to spin around, will go now to Lennes. Lennes on the far side to Davis. Davis inside, and Mackenzie Golly drops it in for two. That's just a really good looking shot, and a good pass too. Pierce will get the pass on the run, and she's got some room now. Looks, gives to Bitts for three, off the mark, and rebound is going to be taken in here by Bridget Golly. Been really impressed by Braham and their ability to rebound. Now Morgan Rysdam, physical to the basket, no shot. It will be a foul here on Ruby Byer, her second, team's fourth. Now that is one thing with Morgan Rysdam. She will not shy away from contact, but sometimes she does get herself in a little bit of trouble because she does, I mean, she draws it, don't get me wrong, but sometimes she gives a little too much contact, which does draw a foul. Morgan Rysdam, meanwhile, has it at the top of the key. She'll give over now on the far side here to Bridget Golly. Bridget to the line. That is knocked away that time, Josie Bitts, but it is rebound to Mackenzie Golly, and a rebound that time by Lauren Lenez, and now Emily Davis is going to wind up coming up with it. Shouldn't have, but should have been Ogilvie ball, but she just wanted it more. Now on the far side, Bridget Golly for three. That's going to be no good. Rebounded here by Rebecca Stromberg. Stromberg, she'll look to take it up the court now. She lost it. Stolen away by Davis. Oh, and that was a travel, my goodness. Yeah, she slipped with that foot, and that is a travel. So Emily Davis with another steal. She tried to get it up to Mackenzie Golly, but as she went to stop to go for the layup, her foot slipped, and, well, unfortunately, that is a travel. Cannot have your foot slip, which is unfortunate. Ruby Byer got to get it in, and she will just in time to Stromberg, and now she has it poked out by Braham. Nearly had a 5-second violation on the inbound, but Byer just does get it off in time. Byer will look to inbound again. Looking to get Cadence Pierce a screen. She'll get the screen she wants and then give up to Byer. Beautiful play call there by Coach Nelson. Back now to Stromberg, to Schultz, to Bitts in that far side corner. Bitts will round to the top of the key. She'll look for Pierce. She wanted Pierce. Gives to Byer on the near side. At the elbow, Byer lost it, and she'll just let it roll to Schultz, who's there. Schultz gives to Bitts. Bitts looking for something open, nothing doing. Nearly had it stolen away, and they're going to get Bitts for a travel, which will give the ball back to Braham. Again, the unfortunate theme here tonight so far for Ogilvie is just the turnovers so far in this first half. If they can clean those up, they'll be in a good spot. Meanwhile, on the far side, Rysdam with it. She'll give inside now to Lenez. Lenez back outside to Davis, right where Rysdam was. Now she'll give over here to Mackenzie Golly, and she is fouled, and she'll go to the line and shoot two. Mackenzie Golly was fouled that time by Ogilvie. I didn't quite see who was the guilty party for the Lions. They're going to get 15, so that will be Mia Schultz. Her first, team's fifth. And again, Mackenzie Golly at the line to shoot two. First one's up and no good for Golly. And Chelsea Byer will check in for Schultz. And we talked with Nelson, and she's pushing 6'1", and that once she gains more experience, I think she will be a force to be reckoned with. Meanwhile, Mackenzie Golly makes the second to make it 9-3. And Ogilvie will get set to inbound. Byer inbounds to Pierce. Pierce guarded by Rysdam. Gets a screen by Chelsea Byer. And Pierce lost it for a moment, but then gives up to Ruby Byer. Trying to go inside to Josie Bitts, who just couldn't hold on. And, man, if she was able to reel that in cleanly, she had a baseline drive to the basket and an easy two, but just couldn't hold on to it, and that was so close there for Josie Bitts. Big pass deep inside now to Lauren Lenez. Nearly stolen away, what should have been stolen away. Then a three-point shot here is good for Bridget Golly to make it 12-3. Cadence Pierce looking for a screen. She gets by the defender, Rysdam. That's not easy to do. She'll give it over to Chelsea Byer, and she just was too far in front of it. Well, unfortunately, Pierce, I think, just tried to give to Byer, but it was just behind her. And Pierce, a little bit frustrated. I think she's looking for a couple of calls here that she's not quite getting right now. And now looking for a second shot is Lenez, but that time no good. It was Beck with the rebound. Though now on the far side, Beck gets the pass inside, and she drops it in for two. Beck, I talked about Byer, Chelsea Byer. I think she can turn into a Beck-like player who's just going to be a presence underneath the basket. Oh, nice move by Josie Bitts, but her shot is no good. Rushed it just a little bit there, and it's rebounded by Bridget Golly. She got by Jenna Beck, which is not easy to do. She is such a strong defender. Meanwhile, a good pass now to Lauren Lenez, and Lenez will drop it in for two, make it 16-3, and that will force a timeout from Ogilvie. That'll be their second. With 9:18 to go on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard, we'll take commercial break and be back after 30 seconds here on WCMP.
Arrow Building Center in Siren is your leading name throughout the Midwest with trusted brands for your building supplies and services. Arrow Building Center has been providing contractors, homeowners, and do-it-yourselfers with quality products and expert service for all projects, big and small, for many decades. No matter the size of your next project, Arrow Building Center is at your service. And don't forget, free, yes, free delivery, always. Stop on by Arrow Building Center in Siren, conveniently located off Highway 70, or visit them online at abc-clc.com.
Back here on WCMP Cool Country, Ethan Game Day Gilman out here. And Brady's Orthodontics scoreboard shows 9:18 left to go in the first half. Brady's Orthodontics, 3 locations, Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge. Their board-certified orthodontists are committed to providing world-class orthodontic care in a friendly and comfortable atmosphere. Again, that's a friendly and comfortable atmosphere. I've been to a lot of dentists, sadly, before I was old enough to say I'm not going. And, man, I can't tell you how many I went to that was like, I don't want to be here. But I know Embrace, and you definitely want to be there. This shot, meanwhile, is blocked by Bridget Gawley and somehow taken away. That's Morgan Rysdam. This is Cinema. Rysdam on Pierce, and Pierce with the rejection. Rysdam tried to get around Pierce, but Pierce absolutely denied any chance at the basket. What a great block there by Pierce. This will be inbounded to Beck. Beck, just confused Byer, and then Pierce again with the block. And it's stolen away by Bitts. So Bitts will take it up the court. Wanted to give it to Pierce, but yeah, that was actually a smart move because she was too well guarded. Now she will lob it over to Pierce, over the defender. Rysdam, again, if you're not watching this game, if you're listening, or if you're not here, or you're watching it somewhere, I encourage you to, because Pierce on Rysdam or Rysdam on Pierce is absolute theater. Meanwhile, give inside to Chelsea Byer. She lost it. Ruby Byer will pick it back up. Ruby Byer with 3 seconds. 2-1. Lob shot towards the net. It's no good. It was taken away by Beck. Morgan Rysdam notices the deep pass open. Shot is up, but rejected again by Morgan Rysdam. Cadence Pierce with her 4th rejection on the evening. But she had to come from all the way in the backcourt to get up defensively just to make that stop, and she does it again. That's, again, the 4th time she has done that. Leave it to me to say the wrong name. Jenna Beck, the turnaround jumper, no good, and Pierce is there for the rebound. You know how embarrassing that is to say the wrong name on something like that? That is embarrassing. I apologize to everyone listening. Meanwhile, Byer has it. She'll give it to Bitts. Bitts guarded well on this near side elbow, looking for someone. It's popped up and stolen away. That's Emily Davis with the steal. She's going to take it all the way and lays it in for 2 of her first points, and she leads the team with 4 steals. Inbound to Pierce. Now up to Ruby Byer, and Chelsea Byer is going to get called for the foul. It'll be her 3rd. She'll sit, more than likely. It looks like they might play her still. Yeah, Chelsea Byer, that's a moving screen, and I know some Braham fans here were pretty upset about it. It's not that she meant to. It's the inexperience, and got to remember that these are young ladies out here. Some of them are still new to this game, so let's give them a break. Meanwhile, the inbound here, now to Beck. Beck gets around a couple defenders. Reverse layup, no good. Bitts got the rebound and gives it off to Pierce. I want to mention that in for the Bombers is Grace Kunke wearing number 23. Pierce for 3. It's just off the mark, rebounded by Avery Schockman. Back the other way now in the offensive zone. Give here on this near side. Shot is up, no good, and Chelsea Byer with the rebound. I like the fact that Coach Nelson is letting her play with 3 fouls here in the first half. Normally, you wouldn't, but I like the fact that he's letting her play through it. And now Jenna Beck is going to get called for the foul on Cadence Pierce. Tried to get the ball. That's going to be a reach-in foul for sure. And Jenna Beck with her first, team's 3rd. Back into the game for Beck is Mackenzie Gawley. Yeah, Beck, unfortunately there, Beck was just a little bit out of place, so she tried to reach, and because she was out of place, it turned into a foul. Meanwhile, on the far side, Cadence Pierce with the quick shot 3, it's good! Pierce for 3, I didn't say the wrong name that time. 16-6 now. Up the court, quickly go the Bombers. Inside, give back outside to Schockman, and Chelsea Byer with the block. And now a travel on Ogilvie. Oh, they had a transition opportunity. Well, Chelsea Byer with the rejection. And then Ogilvie had a chance in transition, just couldn't get it to go. Schultz will check in now for Chelsea Byer. Two young ladies you probably won't see exit the court tonight. Pierce and Rysdam. I don't expect to see either of them off the court. And as I say that, I realize that Rysdam is off the court. Shot is up, no good. It'll be rebounded here by Schultz. Pass back outside to Stromberg. Stromberg back to Schultz for three. Just off the mark. It's rebounded by Avery Schockman. Schockman, deep pass inside, and, well, she's going to throw it off of Pierce. Will Mackenzie Golly. And I don't know if she meant to do that or if she went to fake a shot and then it kind of left her hands. But it looked like she almost threw it off of Pierce. Again, she didn't do it on purpose. I'm just saying what I saw. I think sometimes people get confused and like, wait a minute. I know I do when I'm listening to games. Like, wait a minute, that didn't sound right. So I just over-explain. Leave it to me. Anyways, meanwhile, Morgan Rysdam here gets it from Lauren Lennis. She'll give on the far side. A shot from three is off the mark from Bridget Golly. Rebound by Morgan Rysdam, and she'll put it back up and in for two. Her first rebound of the evening makes it 18-6. Meanwhile, on the far side, it's Schultz with it, and she has it knocked out of her hands, but it will roll out of bounds, and that will stay with Ogilvie. 20-6, I apologize. So it's 20-6. Braham with the lead on the Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. 5:53 to go in the first half. Embrace Orthodontics will leave you with a smile you'll embrace forever. Pierce, a long lob shot, and I think she just kind of was out of place there. It was rebounded by Lauren Lennis. The deep pass up to Mackenzie Golly is no good. Rebounded by Grace Kunke. Now back to Mackenzie Golly. Shot is up, no good again. She's going to get her own rebound through all that traffic, and then Lauren Lennis puts up the jumper for two, 22-6. Inbound goes here to Ruby Byer through the traffic, and unable to keep hold of it was Lauren Lennis, and this is going to go out of bounds. She had a hand on it, but just could not hold on. So the ball will go back to, well, technically it will stay with Ogilvie. They didn't count it as a change of possession. It was just not fast enough. Inbound, Byers got a couple of seconds, and she finally finds, that's Josie Bitts. Now she'll give to Byer. Byer will shift directions. She drives inside, lost it, and the ball is up for grabs. Stolen away there by Bridget Golly. And then the pass up in front is knocked out of bounds by Mia Schultz. So they don't let them get the fast break points, which is a positive. 5:09 to go here in the first half. And timeout called, looks like, here by Braham. So they take one, we will as well. Back after 30 seconds here on Cool Country WCMP.
Are you ready to get back to doing what you love? Whether it's recovering from an injury or preventing one, Wellia Health Sports Medicine Team is here to help. From kids to adults, we specialize in treating sports injuries, including concussions. We're here to get you back to peak performance. Call us today at 320-679-1313 or schedule an appointment through MyChart. Visit welliahealth.org.
Back here on WCMP Cool Country, 100.9 FM. Ethan Game Day Gilman out here. I made the trip so you didn't have to. And a huge thank you to our loyal listeners, because if it's not for you listening, well, I don't get to come out here because they see that no one's tuning in and they're like, well, you don't really need to go out. But since you are, I get to. And another reason why I get to come out is due to our fine sponsors. And because of our fine sponsors, we get to bring you this game for free. So obviously a huge shout out to all of our fine sponsors as well. Meanwhile, the inbound trying to get it here to Mackenzie Golly. She's not going to be able to corral it. It's going to go out of bounds. It's going to be a turnover, and the ball will go to Ogilvie. Meanwhile, a couple of substitutions here for Ogilvie. Yes, and Braham. Ruby Byer looks to inbound. She'll give it inside to Bitts, and Bitts will give right back to Byer after she establishes herself inbounds. Byer will want to go to Pierce. Oh, pass just off the mark. And now to Bitts. Bitts trying to get a screen. She'll get around one. Almost into a double team. Now back over to Schultz. Schultz, the far side corner to Ruby Byer to Schultz. Schultz on this near side back to Bitts. Bitts, she wanted that three, but instead decides to go inside to Chelsea Byer. She has a Schultz wide open from three. Off the backboard, no good. And Jenna Beck is going to get there for the rebound. She'll give it to Morgan Rysdam. Rysdam to this near side. The pass to Bridget Golly. Bridget to Beck. Beck back to Bridget Golly. Golly will look. She wanted to go to Rysdam. Instead, she'll give top of the key here to Lauren Lennis. Now on the far side. The shot is up and no good. And Ogilvie will let it just roll out. And it will go back to the Lions. 22-6, 4:21 to go. Inbound will go to Cadence Pierce. Pierce looking. She'll give it up to Byer. Byer now into the offensive zone. Slowing things down. She'll thought about Byer. Yeah, there. She'll give it to Chelsea. Want to go to Bitts. Now back to Ruby. Ruby Byer, hand off to Pierce. Pierce. Jumper just inside 3 is no good. Who else? It's there is Morgan Rysdam. She's going to take it herself inside. Oh, surprising that no foul was called there. Definitely probably should have had one, and it's going to be Pierce who winds up with the rebound, and now they're going to get one on Beck. Wow, a little bit of a missed call there. Now, to be fair, the refs definitely could not see that. They were on the far side and guarded by, or there was a bunch of traffic there, so they definitely could not see that, but definitely a foul there on Ogilvie that was missed. But again, not the referee's fault as they could not see through the traffic. Meanwhile, foul there goes on Beck. It will be inbounded from Byer to Bitts and pass back to Byer, and just didn't seem like Byer was ready for that one. It went off her hand and out of bounds. So now Kunke will inbound. Cadence Pierce was tying her shoe, and they allowed her to inbound. Usually they give somebody a chance, but they didn't there. Meanwhile, a shot was missed, but rebounded and put it back up in for 2 by Jenna Beck. Interesting. Yeah, usually they let a young lady or a young man, whoever it is, tie their shoe, but they wanted to get going, I guess. And now a foul called here on Braham. It'll be the 5th team foul. Who will it be on? 31. That is going to be Lauren Lenez with her first. And again, team's 5th. 2 substitutions in and out for Braham. Ruby Byer will get set to inbound. Inbound to Chelsea, and she puts it up and in for 2. Chelsea Byer getting on the board to make it 24-8. Rysdam will pace it up the floor. She gives to Beck. Beck inside. Beautiful pass. And there is Mackenzie Gawley with a assist from Jenna Beck to make it 26-8. Just a beautiful shot and good screen there from Chelsea. Pierce up the court to Ruby Byer. Byer wanted 3, instead pulls it down, give to Pierce. Looking for a screen. Long 3 from Pierce. It was on the mark, but just long, and Beck was going to wind up with the rebound for Braham. Up the court goes Rysdam. Splitting the defenders. Inside to Chelsea Byer. She drops it in for 2, plus the and 1. And is this going to be on Chelsea? Yes. So unfortunately, that'll be her 4th. And now Rysdam with a chance for the 3-point play. And for, Kunke is Emily Davis. And Rysdam trying to make it the 3-point play. No good. And Pierce will grab the rebound. So Pierce with another rebound, make it 6 on the evening. And now in the offensive zone, she's trying to split the defenders, put up a shot off the backboard. Bank was just off the mark that time, but she is fouled. And they're going to get this one on Emily Davis, which would be her 2nd, team's 6th. And Pierce will shoot 2. First one, no good. So no good on the first is Cadence Pierce. This one no good as well. A rare 2 misses on the free throw there by Pierce. Won't see that real often. And then the attempted rebound goes out of bounds for Ogilvie, so it will be Braham ball. And Emily Davis, as she goes up the court, directs traffic, gives over to Avery Schockman on the far side. Schockman trying to get around one defender. She does. Now back, stops, gives it up to the top of the key, Mackenzie Gawley. Gawley will push back over to Emily Davis, who will start to the Lion logo near half court. She'll give it over to Schockman. Schockman pulling it down, trying to drive. She'll give back outside, Mackenzie Gawley. Gawley now on the near side to Emily Davis. Loses it just for a moment, but regains her control, and now a 3 here from Rysdam is just off the mark. But who else? It's Jenna Beck. Oh, and she is going to get an and 1. So an and 1 opportunity for Jenna Beck. Meanwhile, this is going to go, looks like, against Josie Bitts with her first and the team's 8th. So now Jenna Beck with a chance for the 3-point play. No good, and the rebound there by Bitts. So Bitts with it. She'll look. She's shifting back and forth. Falling did Emily Davis, but it was not a foul. Now Ruby Byer pass inside from Chelsea. Shot is no good, and Jenna Beck is there for the rebound. Pass over now to Risedam from Davis. Risedam gets around one. Beautiful pass to Beck, and the shot is no good. Rebounded here. It's going to be Risedam who comes up with it. And now we're going to get a, what did they get here? A travel? I think they did. So it looks like a travel was called here on Braham, on Risedam, and Ogilvie will get it back. Now Josie Bitts lost it. Looked like it was poked from behind, but it looks like it could have been a foul as well on a reach-in, but they're not going to call it. Meanwhile, Risedam will try to go inside, but Mackenzie Golly back outside Emily Davis. Emily Davis going to try and drive inside, back outside now to Avery Schockman for 3. No good. Back outside, and a rebound here for Mia Schultz. Meanwhile, the player is down, but she is up back again. Thank goodness. Meanwhile, Josie Bitts with it. Under a minute to go now in the first half. Looking, Bitts trying to go find somewhere with it. She'll hand it off to Byer. Gets a screen, does Byer. Now she'll give to Pierce. Pierce trying to drive inside. Nifty little move. Off the backboard, no good. Rebounded here by Avery Schockman. Quickly up the court, Risedam. Beautiful pass to Mackenzie Golly, and she'll lay it in for 2. Nice job there by the Ogilvie defender to not foul. Don't want to give her a chance for the and 1. Meanwhile, now Cadence Pierce will look for a screen from Chelsea Byer. It kind of gets a screen. It'll slow things down just a little bit. Shot clock, game clock off by about 4 seconds. Chelsea Byer with it. Byer will give on the far side to Bitts. Bitts will drive to the elbow. Looking to Byer, but just nothing doing against Beck. Now back out to Bitts. She'll give, well, I thought she was going to give here to Schultz. And now the pass is off the mark. Risedam steal. Mackenzie Golly 2. So 1 second, the heave is going to be off the mark. And that will do it for our first half of play. So halftime here in Ogilvie, and the Lions trail the Bombers 34-8 on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Your customized smile journey starts with a free consultation. The team at Embrace wants to make your journey as seamless and convenient as possible with braces or Invisalign. Well, coming up here in just a moment, we will have our Hones Auto Body and Glass halftime show. Hones Rayton Moore has state-of-the-art facilities and 44-plus years of experience getting vehicles back on the road. Our halftime show after a word from our fine sponsors here on Cool Country WCMP.
When it comes to yours or your loved one's end-of-life celebration, there are many options. Find guidance from the professionals at Methvin Funeral and Cremation Services. Church services, celebration of life services at one of their chapels, a ceremony in a park, or even cremation. Methvin has the resources to facilitate everything from start to finish. Methvin Funeral and Cremation in Mora, Hinckley, Sandstone, and Isle, or find them online at methvinfuneralhome.com, serving our community since 1912.
Hey, Mark, I spent about $3,500 on heating this last winter.
Whoa, sounds like you need to switch to a central boiler outdoor wood furnace, like I did.
A wood furnace? That sounds like a lot of work.
No, not really. I have my wood delivered, and with a large firebox and a central boiler outdoor furnace, I usually just fill it once a day.
Whoa, that sounds great.
I heat my domestic water, garage, and I'm saving a ton of money every year.
Well, where do I get one?
Northland Boiler Sales is your local central boiler sales dealer. Visit northlandboilersales.com.
Stay connected with ECE Fiber. Get fast, reliable internet for your work-from-home needs. No more lag during virtual meetings. Manage your account easily with the ECE Fiber mobile app. ECE Fiber. Simple, local, reliable. Visit orderecefiber.com. That's orderecefiber.com.
Your journey to smile with your forever starts at Embrace Orthodontics. The team at Embrace is committed to providing world-class care and a remarkable orthodontic experience. Choose between custom Light Force braces or Invisalign clear aligners, with locations in Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge, and a plan to fit your budget, whether you have insurance or not. Embrace Orthodontics will make your smile journey comfortable, convenient, and customized just for you. Visit EmbraceMN.com today to find out how to set up your free exam. EmbraceMN.com. Embrace Orthodontics, a smile you will embrace forever.
Here's the pitch.
Here's the pitch in North Branch, the area's premier indoor batting cages and training facility. State-of-the-art pitching machines for softball and baseball. Rent cages with machines or bring your own pitcher. Here's the Pitch also offers instruction from experienced players. And Here's the Pitch has enough room for coaches to bring the whole team for training. Here's the Pitch in the North Branch Outlet Mall.
Back here on WCMP Cool Country 100.9 FM. Ethan Game Day Gilman out here at Ogilvie High School. The Lions trail on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard here, 34-8 at the half. Here in our Hones Auto Body and Glass halftime show. Hones, excuse me, there we go. Hones Auto Body and Glass is ICAR and ASE certified, and more. They are recommended by insurance companies. If you had an accident, let Hones Auto Body and Glass fix you up. 34-8, Braham with the lead on the Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. It has, I really don't think it's been that lopsided. I know the scoreboard says it is, but to me, it has been more of the missed opportunities for Ogilvie and the turnovers than it has the fact that it's lopsided. I think they have had some decent opportunities for some points and good offensive possessions, but with the turnovers, with the missed opportunities and just a little bit of miscommunication, they have just not been able to, I don't want to say keep up because they certainly have, but they just haven't been able to put up the production that Braham has. Now, meanwhile, for Braham, they have been, well, they didn't really execute on all cylinders either. They're in that first half. They struggled to kind of get going, and I'm sure when they're during their halftime refresh, if you will, they're looking at it and going, hey, that was not our best half of basketball. Not even close. And we definitely could be playing better and probably should be. Now, again, they did play well enough, and they lead by nearly 30. They lead by 26 points. But they definitely could be playing better, and I think they'll say to themselves, we should be playing better. But the fact that they're up 34-8 does show me a lot in the fact that, again, they kind of had a really slow start to this game. But then they kind of got into a flow, but they have lost the ball. And really kind of the story for both teams here in this first half has been turnovers. Both teams have turned the ball over far too many times. They have put the ball into harm's way far too often. And when you look at it and you're asking yourself, what do we got to improve here in the second half? Well, just high percentage passes, I think, for both sides. If we're looking at it, whether it's Coach Nelson or Coach Loy, I think one of the biggest things you're telling your team is, hey, high percentage passes. There are far too many turnovers here in this first half for either side to really succeed the way they want to. I think if you're Ogilvie, yes. Again, it hasn't been the first half you'd like. I think Braham is the better team, but at the same time, I think Ogilvie still has talent to score more than 8 points in a half. I think they could easily be within striking distance, but the fouls and the turnovers have been the biggest issue here in the first half, and I think one of the biggest reasons why they are trailing to begin the second half, and also the miscommunication. I think the miscommunication and the inexperience has shown a little bit again. And I think and that leads into some of the confidence. I think some of these inexperienced players don't have as much confidence as the seniors or juniors do, and that plays a role a little bit, especially when you're playing against a good team like Braham. So I don't think they're playing awful. I just think some of it's the inexperience and the confidence with the younger players on Ogilvie's roster. Meanwhile, for Braham, again, I think they certainly could be playing better, but I think they've done a good enough job to put themselves out in front. Now, if you are Braham, you're saying to yourselves, okay, well, while not the best half of basketball, we did what we needed to do to get out to a pretty good lead, and now we just need to build off that here in the second half. Morgan Rysdam, like we expect, was everywhere on the court. She didn't score as much as I think anyone would have expected her to, but she still helped her team out with assists, steals, blocks, whatever it was. She did a good job of that. As we take a look at the stats, Pierce led Ogilvie with 6 points and 6 rebounds. She also had 4 blocks on the first half. On the other side for Braham, they were led by Jenna Beck with 10, then Golly with 9, and then Rysdam with 6, but she had 3 rebounds, 2 steals as well. But it was Beck who led the team in rebounds with 6. Leading the way in steals was Emily Davis with 4. And I just thought for Braham that they did a good job of moving the basketball around. They didn't necessarily, they don't have to go through Rysdam. It doesn't have to be her who leads the offense or the team. They realize that if they're going to be successful, it can't just be a one-woman show. It has to be all 5 out there getting it done together. And with the 5 seniors that you have, the 5 starters, and some of the depth positions in players, they realize, hey, if we're going to be successful, we cannot just be a one-woman show. We have to get our other players involved, and they did a really good job of that here in the first half. Beck had a phenomenal first half, again, with 10 points, all of it coming within the paint, but she's just done a really good job of taking what is hers, and the senior out there, she's the tallest one on the court, but it's not just her height that she's using to her advantage. It's just being in the right position at the right time, getting in a good position for the rebound, boxing out real well. So it wasn't just one thing she did well. I think she did everything really well. If we give out grades like they do in hockey for performance, she had an A. And I don't know if she can, if there's much better. I mean, A+ obviously, but I don't know if she could have done much better. I thought she did really well. Rysdam again an A. It's just they did a really good job. Mackenzie Gawley with 9 points in that first half. She did a really good job from wherever she's at. And there's just something about this team. There's a little bit more tenacity. There's a little bit more a business side to this team, this Braham team, than I think we've seen. Now that's not a shot on any of the other teams that they've had. But there's just a little something different about the team this year. You can tell with the way they carry themselves. There's just something different brewing this year, and they're hoping it leads to what they want at the end of the season, which is a section championship. So that's going to do it for our halftime show here on WCMP. Halftime brought to you by Hones Auto Body and Glass in Mora. Hail damage, get your vehicle over to Hones Auto Body and Glass in Mora. They, in fact, are recommended by insurance companies and have over 44 years of experience in that state-of-the-art facility over there in Mora. Back after a word from our fine sponsors for the second half of action here in Ogilvie between the Lions and the Bombers.
Traditions are passed down, and we learn what is important. The value of $1, the importance of family, the ability to do a job yourself. Central Boiler designed the Classic Edge with these same values in mind. The Classic Edge Outdoor Wood Furnace from Central Boiler. A perfect combination of value and performance.
Visit northlandboilersales.com.
Arrowhead Transit, your community, your ride. Arrowhead Transit is proud to support this station and bring you reliable public transportation in your community. Whether you need to get to work, school, or the doctor's office, our friendly drivers and comfortable buses are here to serve you. We're committed to connecting communities and making transportation accessible for everyone. Arrowhead Transit is your community partner in getting around. Arrowhead Transit is a supporting sponsor of the station and is dedicated to supporting our local communities.
Back here on WCMP Cool Country 100.9 FM. Game day coming out here to Ogilvie. Bombers lead 34-8 as we begin half number 2. It will be Braham who will start on offense. They'll go left to right on your radio dial. Ogilvie will go right to left. It'll start to Rysdam. Rysdam will give over on the far side. Good pass there to Emily Davis. Now she got someone over at the top of the key. Instead, she'll give near side to Rysdam. Inside to Beck. Beck has just been a powerful presence inside. A rare miss. She gets her own rebound. Why not put it up again? No good. Gets her own rebound again, and she finally drops it in for 2. 2 rebounds, 2 points for Jenna Beck on that trip. Meanwhile, come back the other way. It's Ogilvie. They give now and trying to give it to Mia Schultz, and it's going to be a pass that is off the mark, and the ball will go back to Braham. A little bit of frustration here for the Lions. Just some of the execution, not what they would have liked to have seen here so far. Braham has it back. Rysdam. She'll bounce pass over. Now in the corner on the far side to Emily Davis. They have Mackenzie Gawley wide open. Instead, it's going to be Davis for 3. Shot is no good. Morgan Rysdam got the rebound. Shot is no good, but she is fouled, and that is going to draw. Yeah, she is going to go to line to shoot, too. That is going to be the 5th, and, well, that is unfortunate. That means Chelsea Bayer is done. Or, yep. So Chelsea Bayer Her night is over, unfortunately, and she fouls out with her 5th. That's tough. Young lady was guarding Beck all night long, and not an easy task. But, she did all that she could there, and that's a learning experience. That is a learning experience for her. Rysdam hits her first. Rysdam hits her second. And that makes it 38-8. Now up the court with it on the far side. Ruby Byer, stop and go. Now she'll look, give on the far side to Bitts. Bitts trying to get around the defender. Nothing doing there. Ooh, a little bit of hand checking. They're going to let it play, and Bitts can't get it away in time, and it's a jump ball. But luckily the possession arrow on their side, and they will hold on to it. Pierce will inbound. She gives it to, that's Stromberg. Stromberg to Byer, and nearly stolen away by Emily Davis, but when she took it and dribbled it, it was on that sideline, so that is out of bounds. It will stay with Ogilvie. Byer. She'll look somewhere she wants. Bitts. Now she'll go to Pierce. Pierce trying to drive, puts up a shot. It is no good. Through some contact. Ruby Byer with the rebound. Shot is no good. And ball up for grabs. Looked like it was rebounded there by Emily Davis. Now quickly pass up the court. Shot is up by Schockman. No good. Jenna Beck with a rebound. Her shot no good. Rebounded here by Mia Schultz. And then the pass too far out in front, and it will go back. No, it stays with Ogilvie. So Schultz with her 3rd rebound. Pass a little too far out in front, but it was tipped. It will stay with the Lions. So Ruby Byer will get set to inbound. Wanted to go to Pierce. She'll have to inbound quickly, and well, that one's going to be stolen away by Beck. Yeah, just unfortunately had to rush it there, and then wrong spot. Rysdam will give inside to Beck. Shot no good, and a rare miss there, and Mia Schultz is going to get a good box out for the rebound. She'll give now to Stromberg on this near side. Oh, just an ill-advised pass, and Morgan Rysdam gets the steal and drops it in for 2. Yeah, that just not quite the smart pass that they needed there, and that makes it 40-8. Pierce inside, shot is up, no good, but she draws the foul. And they're going to get this one on Rysdam. That'll be her second. And no, it was not a shooting foul, so there it will be just an inbound here for Ogilvie. Ruby Byer looks. Will give in to Pierce. Pierce off her back foot, no good, and a rebound there by Rysdam. Her and Beck almost fighting over the rebound. Meanwhile, good passing, up and good for Mackenzie Gawley. Just really good passing, really good movement of the ball, and good transition offense there by Braham. Meanwhile, here's Ruby Byer. She wanted to give there to Bitts, instead to Schultz for 3, comes up a little bit short, and it's rebounded by Mackenzie Gawley. Up the court quick, and it's Rysdam again for 2. 44-8 now. Again, they just move so quickly in transition, and that's one thing a few years ago that they kind of prided themselves on, was being the fastest team out there. Now they've gotten a little bit more in-depth with their game, but I think the speed is coming back in to play, especially in transition. Meanwhile, in the corner, Bitts was guarded well. She gives to Byer. Byer, top the key, wanted to go to Schultz, and then Rysdam, another steal, and drops it in for 2. They get 46-8, and yeah, it's more or less Braham kind of smelling blood in the water at this point. Just kind of on attack mode defensively, and it has worked out. And a pass there from Stromberg, trying to get it through the hands of Schockman. She gets the steal and lays it in for 2. Yeah, again, just Braham is all of a sudden just, I think they realized they didn't play up to their standards in that first half, and they're saying, all right, second half, we're leaving nothing to question. And so far, so good. Stromberg with it, wanted to give the Byer. Now she'll have to look for someone to go. Goes inside to Schultz, and yeah, they're going to get a foul there on Beck. A little too much contact that time, and that'll be her 3rd, team's 2nd. And 3 in, 3 out for Braham. Rysdam will get a rest, as will Beck and Schockman. Looks to be Kunke, Leniz, and Bridget Gawley into the game. Inbound here to Stromberg on this near side. Byer Over to Bitts, excuse me. Oh, almost a travel, but just a very smart play there by Bitts, realizing, hey, I got to dribble this thing. Bitts, a freshman as well. Now give to, Schultz. Back to Byer, now to Schultz. Schultz nearly lost it, but she tips it to Pierce. Pierce with 3 seconds to shoot, going to come up short on that shot, and that will go back to Braham. Ball back to Braham now on the missed shot from 3. And they'll bring it up the court. It's Emily Davis. Davis on the far side to Kunke. Grace Kunke looks, pass back outside, top of the key to Lenez. Lenez on this near side to Davis. Davis going to drive inside around Pierce, but yeah, they're going to get Pierce for the foul. That'll be her first and the team's second. So Emily Davis at the line now to shoot 2. This one's up and good. And one of the things as a team that you want to do is make sure that you are hitting any and all free throws. Now, obviously, to hit all is a little bit of a ridiculous statement, but if you can go and hit over 60% in a game, heck, even 70, you're in a good spot. Pierce, getting through traffic, had to throw that one up awkwardly, but because she was fouled. And she will draw the foul and go to the line to shoot 2. This one on Kunke, Grace Kunke. Her first foul, team's third. Yeah, so I was wondering why it looked so awkward, but reason? Well, she was fouled. Because usually she's got just really good form, and that time she did not, but it's only because she was fouled. So 50-9 after the made free throw there from Cadence Pierce. And this one is going to roll in and out. A rare miss, and then it's rebounded by Lauren Lenez. Braham going to move in transition quickly. Now to Bridget Golly, to Emily Davis. Davis directing traffic, gets around Pierce. Baseline, give to Bridget Golly. Late whistle. It was blocked, but they're going to call a foul instead. I don't like that one. I'd like to see him let him play because I thought that was a good one. They're going to get Stromberg on the foul, her first, team's third. So now Bridget Golly at the line to shoot 2. First one up is good. Yeah, I would like to see them let them play a little bit more, but and that one going to be no good. So 1 of 2 goes Bridget Golly, and then Stromberg with the rebound. Did they call jump ball there, or yeah, they did. So jump ball and inbound here to Lenez. Now to Emily Davis. A long 2 is no good. And that rebound pushed out of bounds by Ogilvie, so it stays with Braham. Emily Davis will get set to inbound. Okay, they just a shot clock. Changing it back to 20 now. Inbound here to Kunke. Kunke on the elbow, near side. Give to Emily Davis at the top of the key. Pierce is there quickly and says absolutely no shot from 3 for you. Give now to Mackenzie Golly. Now to Davis. Wanted to go back to Mackenzie. Instead, she'll go to Kunke on the far side. 8 seconds to shoot now. 7, now 5. And Emily Davis has it stripped and stolen away by Stromberg. And then Stromberg apparently had it stolen away by Bridget Golly. I don't know that wasn't a foul on Bridget Golly, but meanwhile, Emily Davis, a ridiculous shot made for 2 while she was fouled. And I think that's what Coach Nelson is asking. Hey, how wasn't that a foul on the young lady who got the steal? Well, this foul on Ogilvie is on Mia Schultz, her second, team's 4th, and Emily Davis for the 3-point play. It's good. That'll make it 54-9. Ogilvie up the court to Ruby Byer. Byer spins back around and nearly lost it, and Stromberg will get it back after that one was knocked out of her hands. Stromberg will hand to Pierce. Pierce on the elbow, looking. She'll go for 3. Just a little bit too long, and Lenez is there for the rebound. Up the court, and a good shot from Mackenzie Golly, but missed it, and she's going to somehow get her own rebound, and then she's fouled as well. It won't be a shot. It'll just be an inbound, but it shouldn't be a shot anyways. They're going to get Pierce. Yeah. Her second. Team's fifth. What is this? 2 in, 3 in, 3 out. So Beck, Rysdam, and Schockman in. The starting 5 in for Braham. Schockman looks to inbound to Beck. And just too tall. Gets it up over Pierce and drops it in for 2. Pardon the pun, not meaning to, but a tall task for anyone guarding Beck. Again, didn't mean the pun, but... This pass will miss and go out of bounds for Ogilvie, so ball back to Braham now. Schockman lost it for a second. She gets around one defender. Drive inside. Shot is up and good. Beautiful looking play there by Avery Schockman. Good looking footwork and good ball handling skills there to drop that one in. I did not think she was going to be able to hold on, but just great job of keeping concentration. Bitts with it now. Thought she had a shot for 3, but just didn't want to take it, and she'll give to Byer. Byer wanted to go inside to Pierce. Byer races after it. It's knocked out of bounds by Schockman, so it will stay with the Lions. Maybe a lucky break there, and checking in for Ogilvie is number 4, and unfortunately, she's not on the roster. And no number 4 on the roster here for Ogilvie. I apologize. I do believe it's Tegan McElroy, though, or McElroy. Meanwhile, she does lose it. I believe that number 4 is Tegan McElroy. I could be wrong, but I believe that's who it is. And meanwhile, she lost it out of bounds, so we turn over and go back to Braham. Now McElroy will get a steal. Fast break opportunity. Poked out from behind by Lennes, but they'll still hold on to it, will Ogilvie. So I believe. So again, number 4 into the game for Ogilvie, who we believe is Tegan McElroy. Pierce will look to inbound on the far side. And they'll play around the horn. Bitts with it. Thought about Stromberg. Now she'll give to Byer on the far side. Now to Pierce, but it is, Rysdam just had position, and that's a ill-advised pass again. She'll get the steal in 2. Just got to be smarter with the passes. That was an ill-advised pass again, and it winds up being a steal in 2 for Rysdam, and then Pierce throws at the basket. Shot is no good. Pierce trying to tie it up, and they're going to get a foul on Pierce. She had all ball there. That'll be her 3rd, I guess. Well, Pierce kind of beside herself as well, and Nelson says, really? I kind of agree. I don't know if that was really a foul. I think that she was going, I think that was ball that she had, but anyway, pass up and a beautiful pass up to Beck, and Jenna Beck, like she has all night, delivers for 2. Meanwhile, now Pierce back with it again on this near side. Tries to get around the defender, lost it, give it to Stromberg. She had a shot, but instead pull it down, give it on the far side to McElroy. It's blocked by Beck, and McElroy just kind of smiles and says, oh, well, oops. That is Beck's first block of the night, which is hard to believe that it's only the first block. Meanwhile, Emily Davis and Mackenzie Golly in for Lennes and Bridget. Byer will look and inbound on the near side to Pierce. Pierce gets around Rysdam. Try to go up for 2. It's no good. Foul here on Braham. I don't know if that's on Rysdam or Beck. I think this might be on Beck, though. Yeah, it will be. So Beck will pick up her 4th. I don't think they'll take her out here. I think they'll keep her in. And meanwhile, Pierce is going to shoot 2. First one up and good. So 62-10. Pierce is good on both. So 62-11 after the Pierce free throw makes. Braham back with it offensively. They'll give on the near side here to Rysdam. Rysdam inside to Beck, and Beck trying to get around some defender. She's guarded well. She'll give it back outside to Mackenzie Golly, who Drops it in for 2. Got the roll she needed. What a roll it was. A friendly bounce. And drops it in for 2, 64-11. Byer will give it to Bitts. Bitts gets around 1. Bitts does not look like a freshman out there. She looks like a junior, senior out there. Good pass to Pierce. Pull-up 3 is no good. Rebounded here by Emily Davis. And unfortunately for Pierce, that's just a matter of not being able to be in rhythm all night. Meanwhile, quick pass up to Rysdam. She drops it in for 2. It'll be a full 5 here for Braham as they're going to take this one. McElroy inside. Get the Stromberg. Can hold on to it. And so it will be a full 5 here for Braham. It will be, let's see. All right, well, now we got some new players. Kunke is one of them. And we got number 3, Ava Kunke. So both the Kunkes in, along with number 25, Avery Johnson. So trying to keep you up to date on all those, as well as on my stat sheet. Meanwhile, it's Avery Johnson with it. Inside, battle for the ball. Oh, they're going to get a foul or jump ball. Foul. It's going to go against Avery Johnson, her first, and it will be a 1-and-1 opportunity now for the, no, not yet. Thought too soon, but either way, the foul is on Avery Johnson, and Lions get it back. Keynes Pierce with it, lost it, and that is going to be jump ball. Possession arrow favors the Lions. But yeah, just a little bit for Pierce, I think, unable to get into a rhythm tonight, just the way the game has gone, hasn't been able to get her the rhythm. So those pull-up threes that she had the last time out, unfortunately, I think that's just a case of just not seeing a lot of jumps like that, or plays like that here tonight. And now a steal by Lauren Lennes. Shot is up, no good. And stolen back here by Josie Bitts, but now she travels. Travel called, and the ball will go back to Braham. We will have running clock from here on out. Inbounding will be Bridget Golly, and she gives to Ava Kunke. Kunke on this near side to Grace. Grace back outside Lennes, now on the far side Ava. Ava Kunke goes inside. Lauren Lennes, beautiful feed, and Lennes drops it in for 2. That's just a gorgeous feed there from Ava Kunke to Lauren Lennes to drop it in for 2. Pierce trying to get around run, get around 2. Layup is no good. She gets her own rebound, puts it back up and in for 2, gets her own rebound again, and finally gets it to drop, and now has a chance for the 3-point play as she was fouled. You get 23, so that would be, Grace Kunke, her second, and the team's 6th. And no good by Pierce. And it's rebounded there by Lennes. And going up the other way is Grace Kunke from her sister Ava. Stop, give to Lennes. Lennes looks, gives near side to Ava. Ava Kunke has a lane, gonna drive. She lost it, and ball up for grabs. I think we're gonna get a jump ball, which would point back to the Bombers because of the possession arrow. So the Bombers will hold on to it. They get a lucky break there. And now checking in for the Ogilvie Lions will be number 20, and that is Lucy Nelson. She checks in for Ruby Byer. So Lucy Nelson into the game for Ogilvie. Bridget Golly has to inbound quickly. She does to Ava Kunke on the far side, guarded by Pierce. Pierce almost knocked it out. Oh, come on. Gonna get a foul? No way. That's a good steal. That's especially at this point in the game, that's not a good call. I'm sorry, but that is not a good call. That's just a good steal attempt. Nothing against the referee himself, absolutely not, but that's a bad call. Meanwhile, checking in for Braham is number 21, Maraylee Myers. 1-and-1 here for Ava Kunke. She gets the first. So now Ava Kunke. Her second one is good as well. She rattles them both home, but hey, doesn't matter as long as you get them both to fall. So that makes it 72-11. And here come the Lions with it. Cadence Pierce, nice layup for 2. To make it 70-13. Man, both these teams still moving up the court fast. Can't even keep up. It's 70-15, by the way. I apologize. I missed a couple points. Meanwhile, on the far side, Myers with it. She's going to drive baseline. It is blocked by Bitts. And she gets the steal. And now Lucy Nelson give up to Stromberg. Stromberg for 2. Looked like it might roll out, but it spun home. Now inside, Lauren Lenez. And it's blocked, and who? Oh, no, come on. I thought that was a good block by Stromberg. They're going to say it's not. I'm going to give her the block anyways because I thought it was. And she'll get the foul, I guess, and it'll be 1-1 for Kunke, or will it be 2? They're going to say 2. Well, Kunke makes the first. 71-17, and now checking in for the Bombers. In for Lauren Lenez is number 10, Bristol Lakeberg. Kunke no good on that one. It's knocked out of bounds. It will stay with Braham. Inbounding will be really Myers. Myers tries to go deep to Kunke, and Kunke winds up coming down with it. No way. Oh, my goodness. That is incidental contact. They were both going for the ball. You got to let that one go. That has to be one that is let go, especially at this point in the game. I mean, they're both battling for the ball. Well, Ava Kunke 1-1. First one is good. Again, don't take that as I'm taking a shot at the ref. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. It's just, at this point in the game, they're both going for the ball. They bump bodies. Let it go. They're both battling hard. Like, let them play a little bit. Well, that'll make it 73-17 after Ava Kunke drains them both. Cadence Pierce with it. She'll give to Bitts. Bitts at the top of the key. Looking. Wanted to go back to Pierce. She will. Pierce, excuse me. I said Pierce. Pierce driving inside. Going underneath to Lucy Nelson. Couldn't quite get it to fall. Lucy Nelson is fouled. So she gets the rebound, and she's fouled. Shoreline shoot a 1-1. That foul is the second on Avery Johnson. Team's 7th. And we have 3:10 to go, as, again, it will be running clock, 73-17. So Lucy Nelson will get a 1-1. And the first one rattles home. 73-18. And more new players checking in. I'm not going to be able to keep up, so I apologize, but it is 1-33, which is Sierra Lilly and Zoanne Klassman. And Lucy Nelson, no good on the second. So she will get 1 of 2. And that was rebounded there by Ava Kunke. I apologize. Klassman with it. Going to find her way around one defender. Gets it outside now for 3. Good looking shot, but just off the mark. And somehow Klassman is going to come up with the rebound. Now give on the near side here. Klassman. She has a shot from 3, but she's going to pull it down. Lost it. And it's going to be a jump ball, yes, and the possession arrow favors the line, so Ogilvie will hold on to it. And checking in for Ogilvie will be number 31. That will be Kenley Magard. So now up in the offensive zone, Ogilvie. Shot up, no good from Stromberg, but she's fouled on the shoulder line to shoot. I see. She's going to shoot 2. This is the first foul, meanwhile, on Ava Kunke. First one is good from Stromberg. 73-19. Second shot is no good. Rebounded by McElroy. And on the far side, Bitts with it. Bitts lost it. She's got to race after it before it goes out of bounds or over and back. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and it's going to be a shot clock violation. And the ball will go to Braham. And we're on our last couple of possessions here for both these teams, as we're now up to about 45 seconds. The inbound will come right at 45 seconds for Braham. Ava Kunke just to the far side. Give over there to Myers. Almost lost it. She corrals it. Gives it up now to Lakeberg. Lakeberg shot no good. Rebounded there by Ava Kunke. Her shot is no good as well. It will be a jump ball. Possession Arrow Bombers, and that might do it. So an inbound, and that will probably do it for the most part. Oh, it comes up short. Stromberg is going to get the steal. So at least the Lions have one more shot at it. Maygard, Kenley Maygard, she's going to have to push it back out. Does to Stromberg. Stromberg now to, who I believe is McElroy. 2-1. Oh, and it's good! The buzzer beater for 3. McElroy, nice job. So ending the game on a positive note, but that is going to do it. And the Bombers will get the victory here tonight over the Ogilvie Lions, 73-22 in this one. So on that Brace Orthodontic scoreboard, the Bombers win, 73-22. They'll do all the insurance heavy lifting for you. If you don't have insurance, ask about financing options, as they'll find a plan to fit your budget at EmbraceMN.com. We'll come back to recap this one after a word from our fine sponsors, and then when we come back, it is time for our Pizza Pub of Pine City post-game show. Got to try that pizza of the month at Pine City of Pizza Pub, or Pizza Pub of Pine City. Always something unique and delicious. Check out the Pizza Pub of Pine City Facebook page to find out what they're cooking up. That after a word from our fine sponsors on WCMP.
Your journey to a smile you'll love forever starts at Embrace Orthodontics. The team at Embrace is committed to providing world-class care and a remarkable orthodontic experience. Choose between custom Lightforce braces or Invisalign clear aligners. With locations in Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge, and a plan to fit your budget whether you have insurance or not. Embrace Orthodontics will make your smile journey comfortable, convenient, and customized just for you. Visit EmbraceMN.com today to find out how to set up your free exam. EmbraceMN.com. Embrace Orthodontics, a smile you'll embrace forever.
When was the last time you had a professional tune-up for your home or business furnace? 1 year? 5 years? Or maybe it's been so long that you don't remember. When it's time to winterize your home or business, your routine isn't complete without a furnace tune-up from Dale's Heating and Appliance. A tune-up from Dale's will keep your furnace running at peak efficiency so you can keep warm all winter. Don't wait and avoid costly repairs. Call Dale's Heating and Appliance at 320-629-3531 or contact them online at dalesheatingandappliance.com.
Mom's Parkside Cafe in Pine City proudly serves breakfast skillets, scratch-made buttermilk pancakes, famous big cookies, and bread pudding with homemade caramel sauce. Enjoy home-style hot sandwiches made with real mashed potatoes and gravy. Voted Pine County's best breakfast, best lunch, and best soup and salad. This quaint cafe is owner-operated with a small-town feel. Stir in family and a sprinkle of hard work to complete the recipe for this award-winning cafe.
Order up! Mom's Parkside Cafe. Open Monday through Friday, 8 till 2, and weekends, 7 till 2.
Oh, no.
Oh, man.
Don't worry, Hones can fix you up. Butch, Christie, and the crew at Hones Auto Body and Glass have over 44 years of experience repairing vehicles from accidents and damage due to hail. In fact, they've got a huge state-of-the-art facility in Mora, are I-CAR and ASC certified, and certified in aluminum repair and welding. Plus, Hones is recommended by many insurance companies. Hones Auto Body and Glass. In Mora, Hones. They'll fix you up right.
Back here on WCMP Cool Country in the Pizza Pub of Pine City post-game show. You can meet the Grinch at the Pizza Pub of Pine City on December 6th. He'll be there from 5 to 7 p.m., so stop on by and get your picture taken. That, again, is December 6th from 5 to 7 p.m. at the Pizza Pub of Pine City. Taking a look at our final stats here in the Braham win, 73-22 over Ogilvie. Leading the way for Braham was Morgan Ryzam with 18, then Jenna Beck with 16, Mackenzie Gawley with 13, then 7 for Emily Davis, 6 for Lauren Lennis, 5 for Ava Kunke, and 4 for Avery Schockman and Bridget Gawley. Rebound-wise, it was Beck leading the team with 8. They had 16 steals, 5 for Ryzam to lead the way. They had 2 blocks, and they had 14 team fouls. On the other side for the Ogilvie Lions, leading the way was Cadence Pierce with 13, 3 for both Stromberg and McElroy, 2 for Byer, Chelsea Byer that is, and then 1 for Lucy Nelson. 7 rebounds for Pierce to lead the team. She also had 4 blocks to lead the team, who had a total of 9. They had a total of 8 steals and 17 total team fouls. Again, it was Braham got off to a slow start, but they really came out here in the second half with kind of, I thought, saying to themselves, all right, we started off a little bit slow, but now we need to go out and prove why we are a team to beat, why we are the best team out here. So, and they did just that. And for Ogilvie, it's just, again, a lot of inexperience for them here this year, and unfortunately, it kind of showed here in this one. Some miscommunication and the inexperience kind of showed again. And again, this is going to be a growing year for them. It's not going to be a year where, they're looking at a lot of wins at the end of the season, and they're kind of going in and going, oh, wow, look at all the wins we have. It's going to be a year where they're going into the playoffs, maybe not with as many wins as they would like, but the growth that they will have from now to the playoffs is going to be astronomical, in my opinion. And I wouldn't be surprised if they can upset somebody in the playoffs, whether on the road or at home. I think they could do that. I think they could pull something like that off. It would not surprise me at all. But meanwhile, that is our final. Bombers over the line, 73-22. I appreciate all of our loyal listeners for tuning in. And the reason why you get this free is because of our fine sponsors, so a huge shout-out to them. If you want more local sports, be sure to tune into the morning show on this station with Josh Ramirez at 7:45 and 8:45 for all things local sports. Another way you can stay tuned is by subscribing to this YouTube channel. Be sure to hit that subscribe button. That way you will be subscribed, and you will get every notification from when we're live. All you got to do is click on it. It will take you right to the live video. Another way to stay tuned is our website, WCMPradio.com. Go to Sports tab, click on Broadcast Schedule. That will show you all the links that we'll have for the games that we're covering that week. It is subject to change. Also on our website, players and coaches interviews and articles from games that we have been at. Be sure to follow and like and subscribe to do whatever you got to do to our social medias, our Facebook, our Instagram, and then our Twitter or X is Q Media Sports for all things local sports, breaking sports news. So the latest breaking sports news as well. So again, I appreciate you all. I'm going to kind of cut the post game short just because of, the drive back, and I don't want to get back too late. I still got to go to work in the morning, but 73-22 on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. That has been your Pizza Pub of Pine City post game. Game day specials every Sunday at the Pizza Pub of Pine City. Bring the crew and watch your favorite team while eating your favorite pizza and wings. Don't forget, we have our Pine Insurance Player of the Week award that will be given out here as the season gets underway, probably more or less after Thanksgiving. But the Player of the Week is presented by Pine Insurance Agency. One player will receive the coveted Player of the Week t-shirt for a job well done. Pine Insurance Agency covering Minnesota and Wisconsin. Thank you so much for tuning in again. Remember to be kind to everyone. You never know what someone is going through, and your kindness can make their day. For WCMP, I'm Ethan Game Day Gilman. Have a great rest of your night. If you're driving, drive safe.
Honeymoon, here we come. Where's our car?
It's been stolen.
We'll call our insurance agent. I'm right here.
Oh, hey, Jen. You got our invite.
Love the dress.
Are we covered for this?
Of course. That's why you chose Auto Owners. We work together to get the right coverage. So when the unexpected happens, you know you're covered.
That's simple human sense.
Your local auto owner's agent is Pine Insurance Agency. Visit them at pineagency.us today. pineagency.us.
That concludes our broadcast from WCMP Sports, a Q Media Group radio station, and brought to you in part by local advertisers. For high school sports schedules, scores, and interviews, visit WCMPradio.com. Catch more local live action all season long, right here on this local radio station. Also available via the WCMP mobile app, available for free download in the App Store, and multiple Q Media Group YouTube streams. Thank you for joining us. Now back to regularly scheduled programming. WCMP is 100.9 FM, 106.5 FM, and 1350 AM. Licensed out of Pine City.